Greetings and welcome back to our first installment of Friday Fuel in 5. And I'm Robin Sweet Ransom, and I am with Sweet Ransom Diversity Consulting, or SRD for short. You like my background? Since it's a Friday, I decided to choose the beach background to get you ready for your weekend. All right. On Monday, you all tuned in for our Monday Motivational Minute entitled, I Am Not Invisible. And we got such a great response from that I decided to give you all a little bit of food for thought to go with that minute. So I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to get you ready for your weekend. All right. So let me tell you about a time when I felt invisible. So I worked in corporate America for about 20 years, working for this automotive company for about the 20 years. And I started out there as an executive secretary. And that definitely is a space where you can feel invisible because you are the wind beneath other people's wings, and you're not the one who's on center stage. It was during that time, though, that I discovered a passion for training, team building, and all of that. There were people in my departments who were complaining about one another, complaining about the work, and they felt safe coming to me. And I had a moment of clarity, and I said, you know what? I know what I can do to bridge this gap and bring people together. I talked to my manager about it, and I say, hey, since we're a car company, many of you may even have the cars that we manufacture. Why don't we play this game I discovered called Mars Rover, where we're going to build these little model cars together? But in the midst of that, I'm going to be breaking people out into teams, having them work with people maybe whom they don't normally speak to or get along with, and get an opportunity to see each other in a different light. And I'm going to switch the instructions as we're going through. Instead of them having four wheels, they're going to cut down to three wheels, and they're not going to even know when it's coming, which is how it is in our real life. People had so much fun, and at the end, we raced the cars. And after that, people started wanting me to run team building exercises for them. And before I knew it, they moved me to another department where I was no longer a secretary and created a role for me to focus on associate development. And that's when I came alive. That's when what was once invisible became visible. And I found my passion. I love teaching on diversity, equity, and inclusion, change management, communications, emotional intelligence, and that became my thing. And I've always said, and I'm living it now, when you find something that you're passionate about, that you would do even if you're not getting paid, that is what you were put on this earth to do. So when the company moved to another state and my family and I weren't able to make that move with them, it just didn't fit for us. I decided to bet on myself. And let me tell you something, when you bet on yourself, you will never lose. The company left, and I left the company in 2017, September 2017, and started Sweet Ransom Diversity Consulting, or SRD for short. And I have not looked back since. Has it been easy? No. But I love what I do. And God puts me in rooms with others who appreciate me. And so if you're in a situation now, whether in corporate America or somewhere else, where people don't see you, you feel passed over, you don't have a degree, so they tell you that you can't have a particular job, but yet they want you to train somebody with all the degrees that might as well have come out of a Cracker Jack box because they don't know A from Z. If this is you, I want you to figure out, what is it that you're passionate about? And what can you do to turn that passion into your promise? All right. Because life is too short to continue doing something that is making you dread waking up each morning. And so I want you to repeat after me. I am not invisible. God created me for a purpose. And guess what? Even if don't nobody else see me, the Lord saw me even before no one else did when I was encased in my mother's womb. So I want to encourage you today, give you fuel for the weekend. Think about what it is that you're passionate about. And it is no surprise or coincidence that you're looking at this today, and see what you can do to get together and getting it done. All right, join me for our next installment of Fuel in 5 Fridays. See you soon. Oh, and jump on over there to my website, Sweet Ransom Diversity Consulting. Check out our Workplace Insight blog. I have so many encouraging tips to keep you ready in that workplace. And until then, Find your passion. You're worth it. See you soon.